All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Clumsy Clairvoyance. Class is now in session. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, so it looks like people are already coming in. Good, good, good. Now, today is tarot class. We are going to be doing an intro to the court cards. Okay, so real quick, we'll go over this a few times. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you for being here. If you're not new here, welcome back. I appreciate you returning. Now, the court cards, there's a total of 16, okay? So there's the pages, the knights, the queens, and the kings, okay? So if you do have a tarot pack, okay, I want you to take all your pages, okay, of each suit, the page of wands, the page of swords, the page of pentacles, page of cups, okay? Then you're going to have all your knights, all right? Grab all your knights, all your queens, and all your kings, okay? You should have a total of 16, all right? If you have any questions about that, let me know. And that's if you have a tarot pack. If you don't, that's all right. The exercise that we do at the end, I will help you out if you don't have a tarot pack, okay? Now, let me pop in and say hi to everyone before we do get going. And let me put this up. Hold on. We'll leave it like that for now, and then I'll make it bigger in just a second. All right, so let me say hi to everyone. Rick, are you in here? What's up, Rick? Juju? Very, very good to see everyone. Melissa, yay, you made it, love. Very good. Good girl. Good job. Yes, you were supposed to do that. Good job. Yeah, thanks a lot, YouTube. Angel, you're here too. Welcome. I know you did it. Vicky T, good to see you. And is this Mayfeast Ruby? Yeah, you're a new subscriber. Welcome. Hello, lovey. All right. All right, let's see who else is up in here. There's Rick. How are you? Text Jen. Whoop, whoop. Good to see you guys. Where is Miami? Hopefully she pops up. Happy birthday, Miami Spice. That's okay. You're forgiven. We'll let that one slide. Whoop, whoop. Dictionary Diva. Yay, I'm so glad you're here. All right. G of Twins, welcome. All right. You got some news for me? Uh-oh. All right, so yes, it is. I actually sent Miami Spice a tarot card deck for her birthday that got delivered. It says it got delivered today, and I wanted to see if she got it, but she's not in the chat. Text Jen and Mel, where's Miami at? Tell her to get her butt in here with her tarot deck. All right, guys. So before we start, yes, happy birthday, Miami. Before we do start, guys, before we begin, if you want to take notes, you can. Now, I'm going to tell you this. The court cards are known for being the most difficult out of tarot, okay? Even people who have done tarot for years and years sometimes still have issues with the court cards, okay? And that could be for several different reasons. Most of the time, I will tell you, the tarots the court cards do represent people. However, there is oftentimes when they don't. Okay, so I'm going to want to put that out there first. Now we're going to start. I think we had enough time for everybody to come in. So everyone give me a thumbs up if you're ready to start. If everyone's got their cards out, their court cards. There should be 16 of them total, okay? You're going to have all your pages. Let me do this one more time just so everybody has it. We want all your pages, the pages of cups, pentacles, swords, wands, all of your knights, knight of wands, knight of pentacles, cups, swords, all your queens, and then all your kings, okay? Get those separated if you have not. Yes, of course. For the exercise, Angel, I will use my deck to assist you in the exercise, okay? Hello, guys. It's me. I'm the Page of Cups. What a dork, huh? All right. So everyone give me a thumbs up if everyone is ready to rock and roll. Good job. Good job. Whoop, whoop. Okay, guys. So let me see those thumbs up. Everyone's ready to roll? Yep, John D's ready. Okay. Good. She's out enjoying her birthday. Okay, enjoy your birthday then. You get a pass. You get a pass. All right. So this is actually, we're going to go by rank. Okay. So you'll see in the presentation, but we're going to start with pages, knights, and go on that way. Pages, yeah, so we'll go pages, knights, queen, and kings. Okay, no worries. And for the exercise, if that's why I have my cards out, that way I can help y'all, okay? All right, so let's roll, guys. Okay, intro to the tarot, to the court of cards, or intro to the court cards of tarot by Clumsy. All right, so what are court cards, okay? There's a total of 16 court cards in traditional tarot, okay? And they are divided into the 4 suits. Now, we've kind of gone over these a little bit too, and they also have, representation with elements. So we have the wands, the cups, the swords, and the pentacles, okay? There's also 4 per suit. So for the pages, the knights, the queens, and the kings, you'll have 4 per suit. So there'll be 4 pages, a page of wands, a page of cups, etc., etc. Same with the knight, the queen, and the king. Okay, now this is my easiest way to break this down about the court cards. You see how I have it highlighted, relates as people. So majority of time, these are going to show up as people in readings, okay? However, though, it also can reflect attitudes and approaches to life, all right? And this is why I said for tarot readers, time and time again, even once we've done it for years and years, this is one spot that even, your seasoned tarot reader will have a little bit issues here and there, or they'll have to, clarify. But it's not as intimidating as you might think. Once you start working with them, it gets easier. All right, so that is what the court cards are in tarot. Now let's move on. Now, identifiers. These are some of the traditional ways we identify and how they've been identified in tarot for a very long time. Okay, so the pages, you can almost think of this as a family tree too. If we start from youngest to oldest, we would say the page is the child, the knight is the teenager, the queen is the mom, and then the king is the dad. Okay, that would be like a really old school way of looking at it, but it's a very traditional that way. So we have, okay, so the pages, young or child, it could be also young adult, I would say is more knights. But this could also mean, I want to caveat that by saying sometimes the pages are just kind of naive energy as well. It doesn't always have to be a child, okay? But a lot of times this is how we'll identify it, okay? So we have pages as young or child. They're also known as messengers, okay? Now we're going to move on to the knights. That's the younger adult, also known as the traveler or an explorer, all right? Now we have the queens, the mature female, personable, established. Now we have the kings, mature male, actionable, and leadership, okay? Now, any questions on this so far, guys? Let me know. Is everyone kind of following so far? Just give me a thumbs up. Again, so we're going to have the pages is that younger energy, okay? They're also known as messengers. Knights, younger adult, okay? Traveler, explorer. And a lot of times the knights can refer to actually traveling, okay? Like when someone goes to travel or they're going somewhere. So that's another caveat for the knights. And then the queens, that's the mature female, personable, established. Kings, mature male, actionable, and leadership, all right? So we're all following. All right, perfect. And we're starting off like that. We're going from youngest to oldest. That's how I would look at it. That's the easiest way to kind of get the basics down from the page to the knight to the queen to the king. All right. Now, it's also important to consider, and we did this last week, we went over the elements of tarot, right? So again, even with the suits, you're going to want to also keep in mind the elements, okay? The elements of the card. So the elements of the court cards are as follows. Earth, okay, so I'm sure you guys remember some of this. Earth is practical, stability, foundation, money, work, etc. All right, Earth. Wands, which would represent fire. Passion, enthusiasm, instincts, creativity, etc. Swords is intellect, decision making, communication, etc. And then we have cups for water, emotions, relationships, etc. And swords was air. Sorry if I didn't say that. So we have earth here, which is the pentacles. We have I did that weird. That earth should be pentacles. That's why I'm like caught up here. Okay, so where it says earth, it should actually say pentacles. Okay, so we have pentacles, wands, swords, and cups. Okay, but pentacles would be earth, wands would be fire, swords would be air, and cups would be water. Okay. All right, everyone good? Are we all good? Everyone still following along? Following along. All right. Now, if you do have your cards out, I want you to grab your pages first, okay? I want you to grab your 4 cards with the pages. You're going to grab the page of cups, the page of pentacles, the page of swords, and the page of wands, okay? You can go ahead and set them out in front of you. That way you could just start to have a visual in your head. I also put pictures of the cards on the screen. For those of you that don't have a tarot deck in front of you right now, this is just for reference, okay? Okay, perfect. Anybody have any questions so far? Let me know. Any questions at all? Do not be afraid to ask. Not gonna lie, my scrolls are scattered. Meaning I'm about to have a nervous breakdown. Oh, that's not good. Miami, you're here. Woohoo! Okay, Miami. It's Miami Spice's birthday, so we're gonna cut her some slack real quick. Miami, go ahead and get out. You're gonna get out all of your court cards, okay? If you have your cards in front of you. If you want to, what you could do is rewind a little bit and then just watch it on like 2x speed. Because we've only been on about like 20 minutes. and 15 or 5 of that was a countdown. So you should be able to catch up real quick. I hope you got your deck. Did you get your deck, Miami? Yes. Okay. Yay. Woohoo. And happy birthday. Okay. So what do you mean, Rick? As you says, you mean other than the ones already there? Hello, Rhonda. Good to see you. Right. Yes. Happy birthday. Yay. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that you're so excited. Okay. So real quick, Rick, tell me what you're not following along with so far. Give it to me real quick. That way I can get you caught up. Oh, you mean for the cards? Well, this is just a visual. So I have all the cards are right here on the slide, okay? And we're starting like it's going by rank, like Darth was talking about. So it's going to go pages first, knights, and then queens, and then kings. The easiest way for me to kind of to break it down is to say, think of it as a family unit, okay? The youngest would be the child, okay, which would be a page. The teenager would be the knight or the young adult, and then the mom would be the queen, and the dad would be the king. Okay. So real quick, hold on 1 second, guys. I want to back up just for a second. We're gonna run through the first thing just real quick again. So hold up. All right. So we're gonna do a quick just run up or catch up real quick just to go over it one more time. I'll be a little bit quicker, and then anyone who's just coming in or hasn't had a second to catch up, we're gonna do this real quick. Okay, so intro to the court cards. What are the court cards? Okay, so again, just reviewing, guys. Total of 16 court cards in traditional tarot. Okay, they're divided into 4 suits: the wands, the cups, the swords, and pentacles. But they're also divided again by their suit. Okay, or by their rank. Sorry. So we have, this should say rank. This should say rank. Sorry, guys. Okay, so but anyway, so we have, it's going to be divided by wands, cups, swords, and pentacles, king, queen, knights, and pages. But when you're pulling them out, just look for, what you're going to do is you're going to look for the page of wands, the page of cups, the page of swords, the page of pentacles, the knight of wands, the knight of cups, the knight of swords, the knight of pentacles, the queen of pentacles, the queen of swords, queen of cups, queen of wands, the king of wands, the king of cups, the king of swords, and the king of pentacles. Okay, you'll have a total of 16 cards. Now, like I said before, in tarot, a lot, I'll say a little bit, maybe more than 50% of the time. So majority of the time, these are going to relate, the court cards are going to relate to people, to actual people, okay? However, though, they can also relate to attitudes and approaches to life, okay? So there we go there. Identifiers. So again, this is like the easiest way to kind of look at it when we're first learning. Think of it as a family unit. The pages is the youngest, that would be the child. The knight would be maybe the teenager, all right, or young adult. The queen would be the mom, and then the king would be the dad. Okay, so these are traditional. This is like a traditional the traditional identifiers of the court cards, okay? So again, page is young, child. They're also known as the messengers, all right? Knight, younger adult, traveler. They're known as the travelers and explorers. Queens, they're personable and established. Kings, actionable and leadership, okay? Both mature energies with the queen and the kings, all right? So these are just some ways to help with identifying each of the ranks, okay? The page, the knight, the queens, and the kings. And then also there is the elements. This says earth, which these are the four elements. However, though this should say pentacles. I put earth because pentacles represents earth. So don't mind that. It's supposed to say pentacles, but pentacles represent earth, practical, stability, foundation, money, work. We went through this last week. Okay, wands, passion, enthusiasm, instincts, creativity. Wands is represents fire. Swords represents air with intellect, decision making, communication, etc. And then we have cups, emotions, relationships, etc. Okay, and that represents water. Now we're getting into each of the ranks of the court cards and their suits. Okay, so everybody with me so far. So now you're going to grab all your pages. You're going to grab your page of cups, your page of swords, your page of pentacles, and your page of wands. So you should have all four of those cards in front of you right now. So everyone give me a thumbs up if you're caught up and you're ready to go. Yes, of course, that's fine. No problem. Okay. All right, Karen. Good to see you, love. Welcome. All right. Okay, good to go. We got a thumbs up here. Got a thumbs up. Perfect. Perfect. All right, perfect. All right. Good, good, good. Okay, guys. So again, we're starting with the page. All right. Now remember, like I said, page is kind of the younger energy. All right. You could see this individual as a child. This person also could be maybe a little bit immature or innocent or naive. And they're also the pages are known as the messengers. All right. So we're going to go through each one. And we're going to start with the page of cups. Okay. So which is the card all the way over here to the left. Okay. So again, get your four pages out. That would be the page of cups, the page of wands, the page of pentacles, and the page of swords. All right. And we're just going to go through each one just to give you an idea of some keywords about each page. Okay. Each person in the court card and kind of what they represent. All right. So starting with the page of cups. The page of cups. Supportive, loyal, and compassion. Okay, page of cups all the way here to the left. Also cups represented by cups, water, emotion. So that's a good way to relate it as well. All right, page of swords right here to the all the way to the right. Quick, this person would be quick-witted and hasty, adventurous, okay? They also, funny enough, the pages of swords in traditional tarot, like when you look back at the older meanings, page of swords can be someone who's a spy too. It always cracks me up whenever I used to read that. Okay, now page of wands over here, second card to the left. Page of wands, happy news, excitement, discovery. The page of wands, if you get a lot of times when we get a page of wands in a reading, it's like someone's bringing you good news. All right. And then the page of pentacles right here in the center. Study, research, and the scholar. All right. if I was doing a reading, let's say perhaps for someone who was a college student too, I might see that you might get the Page of Pentacles that comes through for this person, okay? Because they are, literally the scholar, or they're going to school, etc. All right. So now that we have all the pages covered, we're going to move on to the Knights. Now, everybody, I want you to take the pages, move them to the side, and grab your Knights cards, okay? All 4 of the Knights. You're going to grab the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles, okay? You should have 4 cards in front of you. Now, give me a thumbs up if we're all good. The exercise after this, you guys are going to be really excited about. Well, I hope you're going to be really excited about. Okay, sounds good, Mousy. All right, John D's ready. Who else is ready? You guys ready? We are on to the Knights. Everybody ready to go? Do you have your Knights in front of you? And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to throw them in the chat. All right, Angel's ready. Whoop, whoop. Everybody else good to go? Any questions? All right, guys, let me know. Give me more thumbs up. Let me know if you guys have any questions, if you guys are all ready to continue, and we will dive into the Knights now. All right. Now, let's start with our Knight of Cups, okay, everybody? And if you don't have your tarot cards or tarot cards in front of you, that's okay. The Knight of Cups, they should be labeled. This one's a little bit reversed over there by the swords, but the Knight of Cups, you'll see this. That's kind of the black and white picture with the yellow cup that he's holding near the center. The Knight of Cups. So we're going to start with the Knight of Cups, okay? Remember, cups represent emotions. Swords represent critical thinking, intellect, action. Wands is, desires, passions, enthusiasm. Pentacles is stability, home, work, etc. All right. So the Knight of Cups. Now, I do want to caveat this with the Knights. The Knights are very interesting sometimes because the Knights, I would think of the Knights as the pursuer. That's one word I do like to use to describe the Knights. Always remember that the Knights are seeking out. They're moving towards something, okay? Also, when you get a Knight card, it could also mean travel, okay? I just want to caveat that in there because a lot of times when I am doing readings, I will have a Knight show up when it's not a person. Turns out it's someone who is traveling or they are traveling. Okay, I just want to throw that in there. So the Knight of Cups, romantic pursuit, charming, and sensitivity. Okay, I'd also add in there charisma for the Knight of Cups. He's a real charmer. The Knight of Swords. This card I get all the time It's one of my stalker cards. We'll do a class on stalker cards one day where you're always getting the same card. Darth knows about stalker cards. I can't even say stalker cards. But yeah, so this is a card I get often, that Knight of Swords, like all the time. Now, pursuit of truth / answers, focusing, okay? Also, Knight of Swords could be, because they are very focused, sometimes they could be narrow-minded, all right? Knight of Wands, pursuit of passion, self-growth. Knight of Wands is over here all the way to the right, okay? All the way to the right with the red hair. Now the Knight of Pentacles all the way here to our left. He's our responsible fella. Pursuing balance and stability, common sense and working hard, all right? Good work ethic with the Knight of Pentacles as well, okay? They are, but I like the word charisma. The Knight of Wands looks poor with his stick instead of a sword. Aww. I like the Knight of Wands. He's all right. All right, so moving on. Any questions so far, guys? Any questions? Throw them in the chat. We're going to move on to the Queens. All right, guys, next 4 cards. So if you have your tarot cards out, and don't put these back in the deck too. I still want all your court cards still need to be set aside, okay? Because we're going to be doing that exercise at the end. So now we're going to move on to all the queens, okay? So now you're going to go ahead. You're going to pull out the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Go ahead and get those 4 out in front of you. Just so you guys are looking at the card. I want you guys to be able to look at the card as we're going through some basic meanings, and also take in your observations of the card's energy as well, okay? So, again, you're going to pull out the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, and Queen of Pentacles. Is it awesome? All right, give me a thumbs up if we're all ready to continue with the Queen. And we're going to start with the Queen of Cups. Now, oftentimes in a reading, the Queen, we could think of that mom energy, or like the woman that's the head of a household. If you're asking about perhaps a woman, or it could even actually be a boss too. Same with the Kings. A lot of times that could be, authoritative energy. That's the thing with the court cards. They could be, very specific per person. But also there's also sometimes when they don't even refer to a person. Most times they do though. So that's why I said I wanted to start with the basics here with the court cards, because they could they could feel overwhelming and complex. And I feel like the more simpler you try to keep it, the better, especially when you're first learning. Okay, so now let's start with the Queen of Cups, okay? Queen of Cups. She's right here. Second card to the left, Queen of Cups. That is a huge cup, isn't it? Okay, so the Queen of Cups is sensual, sensitive, compassionate, okay? Sensual, sensitive, and compassionate. Now, the Queen of Swords. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the Queen of Swords, because in these tarot streets, the Queen of Swords, you guys, gets a really bad rap. I'm going to be very honest. Traditionally, she's known as the Black Widow. Like, literally, she is known as the widow in traditional tarot. And she gets a bad rep. Some people think she's stiff, a snobby, yada yada. She gets a bad rep. So don't let anybody give her a bad rep though, because Queen of Swords is she's a very authoritative but intellectual, okay? I want to throw that out there, because once you start getting used to these cards, and when you start to if you ever start to see other readings, or you have readers with certain predispositions, you'll notice Queen of Swords, I'm telling you, she gets a bad rep. Okay? So Queen of Swords, again, she's all the way to the left. Intellectual, experienced, and wisdom. However, we're not going to go over reversals, but her in reverse, because the Queen of Swords is very wise with her words. However, if you see her in reverse, you're usually dealing with someone who's really disrespectful, or, just can't shut up type thing. All right. Okay. But moving on. So Queen of Swords, intellectual, experienced, and wisdom. Now we're going to go to the Queen of Wands. That's all the way to the right here. Queen of Wands. You see her little black cat? I love this cat. She's so cute. Or he's so cute. I'm not sure if I think it's a girl cat. Okay. Queen of Wands. And remember, Wands represents fire. She is traditionally the tireless worker for charity, and enthusiastic, warm, I would even call her presence, okay? And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, Queen of Pentacles, I would even kind of give her the title of Mother Earth a little bit here. Her and the Empress kind of could share that title. All right, so nurturing and holistic. That is right here, the Queen of Pentacles, okay? And oftentimes, when we're getting a Queen of Pentacles, this is an interesting one, because a lot of times when we see the queens in general, we can associate them with like motherly figures. However, I would say the Queen of Pentacles is like even a little bit more specific, because the pentacles represent earth and home. So this would be even more of a sign during a reading that this could be someone's mom or mother, okay? Or that type figure. So any questions so far about the Queen, you guys? Any questions about the Queens? Aw, checks in the mail. I love this comment. That's one hell of a cup. Okay, any question about the Queens? Just the rank of the Queens, any of the suits, anything? Any questions about the Queens before we move on to the Kings? Tarot Mom. That's super cute. I'll take it. So any questions? You guys are gonna love this exercise after this. I know this could be a little bit of the monotonous part, but it really is good to have a broad understanding. Even if you're not grasping everything, that's totally fine. But I appreciate you guys sitting with it, because it's important to have a good feel and understanding. Like I said, even if you're not retaining everything, that's okay. But I hope you guys really like this exercise, because it should be pretty fun and really interesting. All right. So everyone's ready to go to the Kings? Give me a thumbs up. And if you have your tarot cards, go ahead and set your Queens aside for now. And grab your Kings. You're going to grab the King of Cups, the King of Swords, the King of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. Now, out of all the Kings, the King of Cups is my favorite king, just a FYI. Again, if you do have your tarot cards, go ahead and grab the King of Cups, the King of Swords, the King of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. Okay, guys? All right. Everybody ready for the Kings with their authority? Now, Kings are, they're another energy I would consider a little bit boss energy, authoritative in nature. Also, I do want to caveat that with this, you don't always have to have a gender specific role for the king or the queen. Oftentimes, I've had plenty of times where I've had, pulled for myself the King of Swords, and it's in regards to me. So it's not always, like it has to be male or female. However, though, this is traditional masculine energy or traditional female energy for the queen, okay? Think of it that way. I'm so happy you got your tarot cards, Miami. I'm so excited. I get the King of Swords a lot, but I will say the King of Cups is my favorite, though. I'm just gonna say that he's my fave. But I get the King of Swords a lot as well. Right? Okay, so now let's dive into the Kings. All right. The King of Cups, I love him, okay? He's the counselor, he's generous, he's emotionally balanced. I just think of him like my dad or something. Like I remember when my dad was alive, he was someone I could talk to for hours, okay? Um, and this is that type of person, the King of Cups, okay? And he's known kind of as the counselor, he or she. So, King of Cups, and remember that's our emotions, cups, all right? Counselor, generous, emotionally balanced. He's all the way over here to the left, okay, to the left of your screen. Now, the King of Swords, he is to the right of the King of Cups. Do you see him? The King of Swords. Remember, swords is represents air, okay? That's, your intellect, your logical thinking, etc. Okay, so King of Swords, logical, diplomatic, and authoritative. And for a lot of people during readings, believe it or not, you know how I said I get the Queen of Pentacles kind of that represents the mom figure? A lot of times I'll get the King of Pentacles as well, but it's usually the King of Swords for some reason. I see with a lot of people's dads. For me, myself, when I'm, especially when I'm doing a reading connecting to people's spirit guides and there's like a dad or a grandpa that's passed on, I'll get the King of Swords quite a bit. Oftentimes, though, that could just be, your cards or the cards choosing to show it to you that way for a reason. Okay, but moving on. So, King of Swords, logical, diplomatic, authoritative. The King of Wands, he's over here to our right. He's a visionary, self-starter, motivated. You can even call this guy an entrepreneur, but arguably any of them could be. And then we have, and the King of Wands, remember, Wands is fire. Then we have the King of Pentacles all the way over here to the right, okay? Material success, self-made and responsible. And when I think of the King of Pentacles, I feel like he has a very calming or gentle nature for some reason. Like, maybe kind of like a strict dad, but someone who's also very kind of humble and caring at the same time. All right, so the King of Cups, counselor, generous, emotionally balanced. King of Swords, logical, diplomatic, authoritative. King of Wands, the visionary, self-starter, motivated. King of Pentacles, material success, self-made, responsible. And you'll start to get the hang of this, guys. The more you start interacting with these cards, you'll start, let's say you get the King of Swords, you're like, oh, crud, I forgot what this means. But then you look at the suit and you see swords. Okay, well, I know that swords is air, that's thought, that's intellect. You could start to go from there to piece together what's trying to be conveyed to you. All right, guys? All right. So, is everybody good? Give me a thumbs up. Well, traditionally, I believe you'll see, I think it is kind of yellow, isn't it? Now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, they are kind of yellow. I think okay, so don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure about this though. Okay, so I want to say that they might be yellow, because kind of indicative of hay or wheat, but don't quote me on that, which, would make sense because of the earth element. Yeah, you're very observant, John D. I mean, that's very, very, very observant. And I haven't thought about the colors in the cards for a long time, but yes, you're definitely right. There is yellow behind the backdrop. Very perceptive. I love it. Right, right. Okay, so we're all good. I know, I got it. I got it. You know what? I like that too. The sun. You could definitely say that. I will say though, traditionally when we I'm gonna have to do another class too to do the association with astrology with our cards. Um traditionally, like the card of strength, which is representative of Leo, is also the card of the sun. And that's also representative of the element of fire, actually. But I like what you said about the sun because I think there's something to that. Yeah, I like the sun theory too. We're going to stick with it. I'm going to keep it. We're going to keep it. We like it. All right. So is everybody content with the kings? If so, give me a thumbs up. We're going to move on to our tarot exercise in just a moment. I'm going to grab something to drink. So make sure you have all 16 cards out in front of you. I will pull up the spread we're going to be doing. So you're going to have all 16 cards, no other ones, okay? And again, don't worry if you do not have your cards. I will be your card shuffler with these. Even though it's a little bit challenging to shuffle 16 cards, I'm not going to lie, it's a little weird. but you guys can do it. We can do it. So give me 1 second. I'm going to grab a drink, and then we're going to start the exercise. Miami. I'm the worst shuffler ever. That's okay. I would say I'm a rough shuffler. Like I can be really rough with my cards. So that's also why I can be really picky with my cards too. And if they don't shuffle, if that shuffle game don't feel good in my hands, I can't do it. It turns me off. Okay. All right. So guys, let me know if you guys have your 16 cards in front of you. I'm gonna pull up our tarot exercise. Okay, and hold on. I actually need to pull up a different screen because I couldn't insert the photo here. But okay, so our tarot exercise is going to be connecting to our ancestors through using the court cards, guys. We're going to be connecting to your ancestors through these court cards, all right? So give me a sec. Let me stop sharing that one. And let me pull up the one with the spread on it. Hold, please. Okay, hold on. I want to pull that up a little differently if I can, because it doesn't, I don't think it showed each one. So hold on one second. And I was talking to myself. I did it. All I had to do is get rid of the banner. Okay. Okay, guys. So this is a tarot to connect, a tarot spread to connect with your ancestors. Now, normally I'm not huge on spreads, but spreads are really important and they're really fun. Okay. And once I start getting into spreads again, I'm like, oh, why did I want to start doing more spreads again. However, though, this one I feel like you guys are really going to like, and it's really going to get you intimate with seeing these court cards as people. All right. So this is a tarot to connect to your ancestors. Let me know if you guys are ready, excited, ready to go, and we'll start doing it. How cute. Aw. That's okay, Karen. And if you want me to pull for you, let me know. Okay, so does everybody have their cards ready? Those of you that have cards, give me a thumbs up. You have all 16 cards, and you're going to start shuffling, okay? Start shuffling and mixing them up. It's only 16 cards. Give me a thumbs up. All right, okay. Now here we go. So your very first card, okay, is going to be, actually, you know what? We're going to add to this a message from your ancestors. Okay, so yes, we are going to add to this. This is actually going to be 6 cards, okay? So before we get into those 5 cards, the very first thing I want you to do is take a moment with your cards, clear your mind, take a few deep breaths in your nose, out your mouth, in your nose, and out your mouth, and just empty your thoughts. And the very first question you're going to ask while shuffling is, which one of my ancestors is here with me right now? Which one of my ancestors is here with me? Okay? Of course, Karen, no problem. And Angel, I will do yours as well, okay? Yes, we're going to call in your ancestors, especially your angels, your guides during this, all right? Spirit angels and guides, please come through. And let me do this way. Just for a moment. All right, so before we get into that spread, the very first thing we want to do is call in spirit angels and guides and ask for some access to your ancestors. All right, so I'm going to start with Karen in Canada for her. But what you're going to do is just ask your ancestors to come through. So I'm asking Karen Canada's ancestor to come through. Which ancestor is currently with Karen? All right. And there's no reversals in this, okay? FYI. So, Karen, this is, let me turn down this light just a smidge. Hold on, it's a little glary. Sorry about that. Okay, so Karen, the ancestor who is with you right now is the Knight of Swords, okay? So this person has a younger energy. They could have passed away at a young age. They also seem to kind of, what I would say is they're, on heart pursuit of the truth. They are the pursuer of truth. Sometimes they could be a little bit, misguided. However, though, they really do have, they have a lot of honor. They feel for what they're fighting for, okay? So this is the ancestor who is with you right now, okay? It's the Knight of Swords, all right? I have a question about the Queen of Wands. Yes, of course, go ahead. Okay, Melissa, you got the Knight of Pentacles. Very nice, okay? So this is the ancestor that is with you. You might know this ancestor, you might not. Remember, our ancestors are, way up there. We've had tons of them, or there's tons of them, But this is the one who is around you right now. And this is just giving you a hint of who they are. So look at the card and take it in and welcome, your ancestor into this reading, into this spread. So Karen, yours is the Knight of Swords, okay? And with the Knight of Swords, I would say this could be male and or female. Okay, for you though, I am sensing male. Okay, so there you go. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull for Angel. If there's anyone else who doesn't have the tarot deck and wants me to pull for them in this regard, using my tarot cards, let me know. All right, so spirit, angels, and guides, please come through for Angel. With a connection to Angel's ancestors. Which ancestor is currently around and surrounding Angel? And Angel, look at this. You also have the Knight of Swords. Now, with this ancestor, I do feel a little bit different energy with you. But again, this is someone I feel like who has a real rambunctious attitude. A lot of energy with this Knight of Swords, I feel. I feel like real high energy with this one as versus Karen's Knight of Swords with her ancestor, okay? So this could be someone who's already, or this could be someone that you might have known, okay, Angel, like I said, because anyone that you're related to is passed on is your ancestor, okay? However, though, a lot of times these are, generations old, so you just never know. But with this person, I feel like they had a lot of energy and they were really kind of rowdy in life, all right? So they're choosing to connect with you right now, all right, Angel? So there you go, my dear. Now let me catch up on everybody. Give me 1 second, y'all. Queen of Wands, okay. I have the King of Wands. Interesting, okay. And then Miami's got the Queen of Wands. And I think John D does too. That's the one that fell out. Okay, so that is the ancestor currently with you. Okay, guys. So a lot of you have, okay, so let's think of the Queen of Wands, guys, okay? This is someone I would consider like real kind of warm. They have a real warm energy. They could be very energetic. Someone who might do a lot of projects, okay? So that is like the vibe kind of you get from that Queen of Wands, okay? From your ancestors. Now I also know, hold on, was it, okay, so Mel, you have the Knight of Pentacles, okay? So that's who's with you on from that is the ancestor who is with you in spirit right now, okay? The Knight of Pentacles. I picture this person for you, Mel, or what I'm vibing, but you need to tell me what you're picking up too. I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are, okay? I don't want to interpret for you guys too much. But, traditionally, the Knight of Pentacles, this would be someone who's very responsible in the pursuit, of stability, independent, and probably a little bit, I would say, maybe more responsible for their years, or more responsible in their years than like how you would see people nowadays. And what I mean by that is like, most 18-year-olds back, hundreds of years ago already had, 5 kids and 500 jobs and et cetera, et cetera. So not that many jobs. I'm just kidding, but you catch my drift. All right. Yes, jumpers are always a sign, and that's how I feel about them. If you don't want to use jumpers, don't do it. But I roll with the jumpers nonstop. And Darth, you had the King of Wands. Really interesting. I like this. That's that. Like, remember I was saying that entrepreneur, self-starter energy, creative. I like it. Okay, so I want to hear Vicky T. Okay, I'm curious. Vicky T. Does that mean? Hold on. Who's this? I'm blocking him because I can't even understand that. Okay, so Vicky T. Would you like me to pull for you for an ancestor card? Let me know. It is your great grandmother, John D. That's why I said I really want to see how you guys are vibing. So I don't want to interpret too much, all right? And that's why it's good to kind of look at the card too for a little bit and feel what you feel. Feel the connection that you feel. These are your ancestors, okay? And Vicky T, yes, please. Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. All right, so Vicky T, you got it. All right, so spirit angels and guides, please come through for Vicky T with a connection to the ancestor that is around Vicky T right now. Which ancestor would like to connect with Vicky T right now? Okay. You have the ancestor of the Page of Swords, Vicky T. Now, it's funny because I was talking about the Page of Swords. I said back in the day, this used to represent almost a spy even. Isn't that funny? Okay, so Page of Swords, very quick-witted. I actually see this as a female for you. Remember, pages are the messengers. So very quick-witted. They are quick on their feet as well. Take the card in, though. Like I said, I'm trying not to interpret too much for everybody because I really want you guys, these are your ancestors wanting to connect with you, okay? So take in the card and you get what you get. If you don't know which ancestor that is, that's fine. The point is you're trying to connect with them, okay? The page does tell me that this person probably passed at a younger age or had a really, really young spirit. All right? So any other questions, let me know, guys. That's the ancestor that is with you right now, Vicky T. I was also worried about my grandmother coming through, Mom's mom. So this card feels like it's my grandfather, her husband. Interesting. Who was close to my mom and it took on a lot in his life. Interesting. Wow, I just got chills, Mel. About how cute is that? All right. Now, John D, let's see. Recently, I found out lots about her since my grandma died. Oh, that's awesome. You know, if you ever, there is someone who I've had a class with this lady before. Oh, I'll look up her name. Her last name's like Hendrickson or something. But I took actually an ancestor like class with her and with my tarot instructor a few years ago, and she does these books all about ancestor, like the grimoires of ancestors and journaling with your ancestors. If that's something you're into, let me know, Jati. I'll send you some links to some of her work in her books and stuff because she does intensive ancestor stuff, like really goes deep with it, like for real, for real. All right. Oh, I love that. Could be my older sister. She had a tongue like a knife. Yes, see, there you go. Whoever your instinct is, that's who it is. All right. All right. So now we're going to move on. Okay, now we're going to move into these questions here, okay? So now we know who's already with you, okay? We know which ancestor is with you. If there's anyone here that needs to know which ancestor is with them, let me know now. If you have any other questions, let me know in the chat. If not, we're going to move on to this little spread right here, okay? And again, if you don't have cards, I will be pulling for you guys, okay? So, card number 1. What is the message from your ancestor right now? Now, I know it says ancestors, but we've tapped into one, okay? We're tweaking this. We're doing this more personalized. So, what's the message from your ancestor at this time, okay? What message does your ancestor have for you right now, okay? And this is going to be fun and interesting because we're going to use these cards. We're going to use these court cards now, not for identifiers as the person, but now we're going to use this as attitudes, okay, and messages, all right? So, having said that, go ahead and let me know what you guys get for a message from your ancestor right now, okay? And anyone that would like me to pull for them, let me know, and I will pull a card for this for you for the first one. And I know we see, hold on. Okay. All right, so what do we get? What do we get, guys? The message is the message. Okay, well, let me tell you something about the Page of Wands. They are the bringer, traditionally, of good news. So what is your guide trying to tell you? They're trying to tell you that good news is on the way. Okay? So there you go, John D. That's how I would take that, okay? And Mel, Queen of Pentacles, okay? So you can take this a few different ways. So remember that Queen of Pentacles, she's very holistic. This is also about nurturing your home, nurturing even the workspace, the places where you feel stable and protected. It might even be about you feeling protected. Maybe you want, this is also a card of mothering and nurturing. Do you want to be a mom? I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe that's something you've been working on. So there should be something there to connect you with that message for you. Okay, Mel? No one wanted to talk. Hold on. You got the King of Swords. You got the King of Swords for this one, right? For the message? Or did you get that for the ancestor coming through? Let me know, Miami. Clarify for me, please. All right. And Karen, let me know if you want a card for this one. Angel does. Okay, there you are, Angel. So let's see for you, my dear. Why is your text in all caps? That drives me nuts. Amber's on the way again, about 10 minutes away. Okay. Thank you, I think. Okay, so Angel, what is the message from your ancestor? What message do they want to give you right now? Let's see, Angel. Okay, so hold on. Let me put this up for a second. So here is the message they have for you, the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So this should mean something to you. This, I feel like, has a lot to do with, feeling nurtured, feeling safe, feeling protected. Their message could be also, hey, I'm here, I'm protecting you, I'm with you. Also, this could be them showing that they're proud of you, like, hey, you're a good mom, you're a good grandma, you're a good wife, whatever the case may be. But when you look at it, I want you to tell me what you feel like the message is here. Okay? They're giving you the message of the Queen of Pentacles. Very nurturing, very holistic. They could even be telling you to eat healthier, to live healthier, maybe to clean up your space at home, etc. Okay? So there you go. Earphone down. And you're good. You're good, Rick. No worries. Okay. So, and Miami, I will get there one sec, okay? Let me get, because I want to get anyone that doesn't have cards real quick first, okay? So, Karen, okay. Okay, you got it. All right, so Spirit, please come through for Karen's message from her ancestor. What message do they want to convey through the court cards for Karen? What message from the ancestors? Okay, so yours is the King of Swords, just like Miami's, okay? And Karen, you might want to go back and rewatch this later. That way you could write down what you got for each one. Because your first card, the ancestor who was connecting with you, I believe was the Knight of Swords. So, but if you ever want to do that, all right? So here is the message, the King of Swords. Okay, so what does that King of Swords represent? Intellect, being, I would even say being diplomatic, okay? Very logical, all right? And perhaps this is their way of kind of maybe suggesting to you that you're in that place right now, that you're maturing into like a new level of consciousness with your thoughts and your actions. It's also, this is a card too, because the King is boss energy. Letting you know that you have the tools you need. You can stand on your own. No need for help or assistance from others, even perhaps at this time, even though we always need help, but you know what I mean. But I'm gonna stop blabbling and let you kind of take this in, and you tell me what you're getting from the message, okay? Now moving on. Let me see if there's anyone else who needs me to pull one. Angel says, okay, she feels the message is to eat healthy, okay. Okay, so, and you need one as well. Okay, so for Rick, let's see what your message is. Can Rick's ancestor message please come through with the court cards? The Knight of Cups, okay? The Knight of Cups, charming, charismatic, Mr. Smooth, right? So this is the message from your guides. Maybe they're encouraging you to find romance again, even, okay? So, or to embrace romance, however you're taking this in, I want to hear your guys' interpretations. I'm trying not to talk as much and interpret for you guys. I feel like you guys, if you need help in that regard, we can do it. Now, let me come back up here. Amber Alert, right? We're like, what? Okay, so Miami, the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Interesting. Why did I think you had the Queen of Wands at first? Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles, that's mom energy, I'd say. But it's whoever you feel as though it is, because that's the actual ancestor coming through to you, okay? Now for the message, the King of Swords, this could be like an acknowledgement of being proud of you, of everything you've accomplished, of your role right now in life. But I want to know what you take from that King of Swords, all right, love? We're going to come to a place where I enjoy. Let's see. Perfect. Okay. And Darth, you got the Queen of Swords. Interesting. So what did you get from that? I have thoughts. I have thoughts. All right. And hold on. I forgot. Let me see. Yes. Okay. So I already got that. Hold on. I feel like all my thoughts about thoughts being about animal mysticism recently has something to do with my great grandma. Yeah, she's totally coming through for you and with you. I love that. I love it. This dork. All right. So, any questions? Is everybody or caught up? You know what? I kind of get that vibe from the King of Swords too. Every now and then, I'm like, he looks mean, and I'll get the card for myself. I'm like, why is he looking at me like that? Yes, whatever you're taking from it, whatever you are observing from that, because remember, these are your ancestors. They're giving you your messages. Okay, so these are even more personal. Love it. Okay, so are we ready for the next question? Give me a thumbs up. All right, for the next question, what is a way you can connect with your ancestor? Okay, what's a way that what's something you can do personally to connect to your ancestor? Okay, so again, start shuffling them up, shuffling them up, shuffling them up. And for this one, I'd say pay close attention to your suits, whether it's wands, pentacles, because I feel like the elements will give really good indicators about this as well, when in regards to connecting with your ancestors. Okay, so having said that, all right, having said that, I'm going to go ahead and do Karen and Angels. All right, Spirit, please come through, and the ancestor for Angel, please come through. Ancestor for Angel, please come through with an answer to this question for Angel. Angel would like to know, how can Angel better connect with you as an ancestor and with other ancestors? How could they better connect with the ancestors? How can they better connect with you? Okay. So, for you, Angel, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, how can you better connect with them? Okay, now I said let's take the suits here. That'd be good to use in this sense, I feel like, but you don't have to. Okay, it gives good hints. All right, so the cups we know are all about emotions. Okay, emotions, relationships, and it represents water. So if we take it literally by the element, I would say even this, your guides are, your ancestors are saying you could connect to them through water, through the land, through the ocean. um and if, let's say, you wanted to do spell work or some type of meditation to connect with your ancestors, I would say imply some water magic, for sure. Again, I feel like when you are also in acceptance of your emotions, when you're writing down your emotions, when you're displaying your emotions, I feel like your ancestors connect with you in that way as well. And you can even ask them to come into your space emotionally to connect with them in that way during a meditation. All right, so there you go. Now, what is a better way for Karen to connect with her ancestor? How is a way that Karen can connect with her ancestor? How can Karen connect with her ancestor? Okay, so you have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so swords, air. Now, another little tidbit for you. Queen of Swords, swords energy, that can also mean writing. A lot of times when someone's a writer, I will see swords a lot. So I'm going to say this. For you, maybe this could be actually writing, journaling, etc. Also, here with the Queen of Swords, I feel like talk to them is a really big message I'm getting through here. But I want you to take this. You take it in. Okay, what do you feel she's telling you how you could connect with her or with the ancestors on a higher level? This could also mean elevation. This is the card of air. Go where the birds are. Connect with them through birds. There's so many different things you could take with this. Okay, so I want to hear your perception on that. All your cards are Pentacles now? Interesting. Okay. Okay, let me come back up here. Yes, he sure does, right? Oh, I like that. Okay, so the Page of Pentacles. Oh, I like that by reading, maybe researching them even. Mel, I like that, the Page of Pentacles, because, that's kind of the card of the scholar, the student. Um, Open yourself up during a meditation to learn from them. All right. Miami, Knight of Cups. Okay, same as Angel. Tell me what you're getting from the Knight of Cups. Now, he's very charismatic. He's romantic. But also, like I said, the cups here, this is water. This is emotions. This could also be something maybe when you're around the water. You can connect through them through a certain place or by the beach, etc. Okay. Knight of Swords. Okay, again, that's air. Also, the Knight is the traveler. So you could do this, I feel like, for you, especially animals, I feel like is a good connection for you to connect with your ancestors. Let me know what you think, John. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Very interesting here. How can you better connect with your, how can you connect? Knight of Pentacles. I almost feel like, pursuing, maybe going down the same path that they have before in some way. All your cards are Pentacles. Yeah, they're that's a good thing though for ancestors, honestly. I love this. I do. When I'm really sad, I just ask my ancestors and spirits, what should I do to show me the way? Very nice. Well, that's so funny you said that, because a carrot, I have this whole notebook I have of just symbology, and carrot, I have a carrot there. I believe it's a symbol for fertility, if I'm not mistaken. Um, the coin is really blessings from the heavens. They're like blessing you, your ancestors. They're trying to give you blessings. Let's see what else is here. Maybe I should write more. I hate seeing things I've written, though. I sound like an idiot. No, you don't. Stop it. Stop it. No judgment zone. All right, guys. Any other thoughts on this one? We're going to move on to the next. And any questions, let me know. Okay, now for your next question. What is a generational lesson? Okay, man. Woo! This one's a toughie. Okay. Generational lessons are very, very complex. They're very interesting. But it can tell you now. I'm going to go off the deep end just for a second. So when we think of like ancestral patterns, and I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Dharma. Okay, so there's karma, and we all know what karma is. You reap what you sow. But there's another thing, a theory in which that's called Dharma, and a lot of people, believe in Dharma, and that is, either the sins of your past life or of your ancestors, like your generational curse, so to speak. But there's very ever hardly actual really generational curses, though they do rarely exist. They not very often, okay, but there could be generational lessons. Every ancestor line has one, and learning how to conquer those lessons, okay, could be really important, and it can also give you a lot of insight as to why you do the things you do, because it could be a pattern that's gone back hundreds and hundreds of years through your family line, okay? So think about that. All right, so go ahead and shuffle again. Give your cards a little knock, clear that energy. Ask your ancestor to stay with you. And you're going to ask, what is a generational lesson for you to know or to be aware of? All right, so for Karen, I'm going to ask Karen's ancestor to come back through for this reading. And we're going to ask, what is a generational lesson for Karen through the ancestors? The generational lesson here. All right. So for you, Karen, I don't know if you got this before. You might have. That's okay, though. All right. So a generational lesson, the King of Swords. Okay. Now, when I think of this as a lesson, well, I want to hear what your thoughts are. But so what I would say is let's take a little bit of maybe, some of the negative attributes of a King of Swords, like maybe it came in reverse. We're not covering reversals. However, though, the King of Swords can be too focused, okay? And they could be so logical that they get out of touch with their emotions, or their emotions overtake them and they act too quickly, okay? They can also be unrelatable at times, or stiff. So I would think about this in regards to your ancestral lesson that might need to be learned. What is it here that still, that maybe has been suppressed over time? What type of, I would say, well, actually, you know what? I'm going to hold back. Tell me what you think for your ancestral lesson, okay? I feel like this is also encouragement here, though, too, for you. So, okay, I'm going to stop talking. So, tell me what you think about ancestral lesson, and you have the King of Swords, okay? Now, I'm going to go to Angel. Spirit, please come through. And Angels, Ancestor Guide, or Ancestor, please come through for the question about the ancestral lesson to be learned here. Lesson to be learned. Ancestral lesson. All right. Interesting. Okay. So for you, my dear, for you, Angel, you got the Queen of Cups. Okay. The Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups, she's emotionally balanced. She's sensual. She's sensitive. Okay. What are you feeling when you see this? She's also empathic. She's an empath, okay? And this could be a lesson. Maybe some of the women in your ancestral bloodline have, have had emotional. Maybe they've all lost their husbands, or maybe they've had some big, huge emotional upheaval in their life. Or perhaps maybe all of them were empathic. Maybe they were all sensitive, okay? There's so many different ways you could take this. I want to know how you take it in as an ancestral lesson, okay? So there you go, my dear. Let me go back through here. All right, so let's go. Let me go back up. Holy poo! You got the last pentacle, the King of Pentacles. Very interesting. And I think of the King of Pentacles too, like I said, I picture him like owning his own land, his own farm, but still very kind to like all his employees, but he knows how to work the land. He's a good old boy at heart, very in tune with nature, but still very relaxed. I think of the King of Pentacles as just like a really cool dad as well. King of Cups though would be my favorite dad. All right. Queen of Swords flew out. So you got a jumper. That's what we call a jumper, okay? Queen of Swords. This is interesting. Miami. So this is a lesson from the ancestors. Maybe, so when I see something like the Queen of Swords, I'm like, you know what? Maybe there's something in your ancestral line where you can even have like witches back in your ancestral DNA. Like maybe they were all hung as witches back in like the Salem witch trials. You never know. I don't know why that came to my mind, but it could be, you know what I mean? Because I see this as being cut off at the throat when I think of an ancestral lesson. Make sure you always have your voice, all right? Let's see what else we got. I want to hear what you guys think, though. I'm trying not to overinterpret. Aw. John G, Knight of Cups. ancestral lesson. We could take this a few different ways, okay, with the Knight of Cups. Either I would take this as, you could take it like emotionally, kind of, maybe perhaps in your ancestral line, there is a habit of maybe young men falling in love too quickly, or who have their too, they have their emotions tied to things very easily, very emotionally. Or you could also take it the other way. Okay, we could say another part of this lesson is to start to accept your emotions. Okay, and to get in tune with your emotions. Perhaps everyone in your family line had like no emotions and was totally out of touch with themselves. Maybe they were stiff. They had no charisma. They weren't charming. Okay, this could go either way, but these are real personal. So tell me your thoughts, John D, about that. Tell me how you took it, how you're perceiving it. Okay. Money, 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 money. Oh, see? So there could be an ancestral line, of widows there. And the lessons in the grievance are to break that cycle. Oh, yep, totally true. See, I love that. And I feel like that's a little nod to your grandpa. He's probably there with you as well. I'm related to the white rabbit. Are you now? Nice. I love you. I love you too. I think the cups represent the cup I was given. Interesting. I like that. The cup that I'm not drinking from. Again, very interesting observation. All right. All right, all right, all right. Where did Darth go? I haven't seen Darth in a minute. Darth, you around? Just checking out, making sure you're live. All right, on to the next one, guys, because we got to wrap up soon. An ancestral gift that you possess. Ooh, this one's going to be fun, y'all. Ew, this one's going to be fun. Okay, guys. So go ahead, mix up your cards again real well. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. An ancestral gift that you possess. Oh, I thought you were telling me you love me. Oh, well, I still love you. I love you too. Okay, so what was this again? An ancestral gift that you possess. Okay, what gift do you have that was passed along through your ancestors? Very, very, very cool. All right. So go ahead, shuffle and pull, you guys, and I'm going to do angels and Karen's. All right, Spirit, please come through and help connect again with angels, ancestor. Okay, what is a gift that the ancestors has passed along to Angel? What is a gift that Angel possesses from her ancestors? Interesting. Okay, so Angel, you have the King of Pentacles here, okay? So again, we were just talking about the King of Pentacles. I actually see this too as an ancestral gift. You could be connected to the land. Kind of like what I would call, like nowadays they probably call you like a green witch, which just means you draw power from the land, from the natural world around you. Also, I would take this as a gift. You might have a green thumb. You might be able to plant things that you never even knew that you were able to plant, roses or flowers or crops, etc. Also, you might have a gift with animals. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. But let me know what you think, Angel, on that one. And that's an ancestral gift that's been passed along to you. Now we're going to go to Karen. All right. So Spirit, please come through for Karen. Spirit, please come through for Karen. And please come through with Karen's ancestral guide. What ancestral gift does Karen possess that was given or passed along through the ancestors? All right. Beautiful, beautiful. Again, this is a witchy card. The Queen of Wands. I like this. An ancestral gift that's passed along. You might have an affinity for fire, okay? We have wands right here. That's the element of fire. Also, look, we got the black cat. I really feel like you might have a gift that's kind of leans towards the occult, okay? Like I said, an affinity for fire. Perhaps animals as well. Again, we do have the cat here. Let me know what you think, though. I also see a gift of enthusiasm and spreading warmth, okay? But yes, again, let me know what you think, my dear. Let me go through and see what everyone else has gotten so far. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Awesome. So the self-starter, the entrepreneur. Also very visual and very creative. A gift of creativity. I love this. Also, you could have an affinity for fire as well, Miami. Beautiful. I love this. I love you, though. You're awesome. Thank you. Oh, look. Look, Mel, you got a knight. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so you got the Knight of Wands. I like that. Okay, so again, an affinity for fire. The Knight of Wands is he is just very in tune with his desires and what brings a fire in his belly. And it's a real passion for growth, but also to kind of like find oneself, so to speak. I like this card. What do you take from it, though? What are you getting from it as far as a gift? Okay. Also, with you, Mel, this could be an affinity for certain animals, such as a horse, things of that nature. Also, I don't know why I'm hearing in my head a writer. I don't know, but writer, I don't know. And not just like writer, like what he's riding a horse, but I'm hearing it for I don't know what other reason. But let me know what you think your ancestral gift that's been passed along is. There you go. The gifts and you're aware. Well, how you know what? There could be gifts you have that you're unaware of. Now you got what did you get again? What did you get? You took it away. You got the swords, right? The King of Swords. What was I just talking about? Swords about writing. You could be a spellcaster by nature as well. So there could be some things. You got the King of Swords. Yes, that's right. Okay, I was right. But take from it what you will. But remember, there could be. I feel as though a lot of us have untapped potentials that we probably wouldn't even imagine that we actually had or possess. So stay open to more than what you think you just know. Okay, love? All right. Moving on, y'all. If you have any questions, let me know. Last question, okay? Very good question, too. Okay. What is a way for you to honor your ancestors, okay? What is a way for you right here, right now? Well, maybe not right now, but what is a way for you to honor your ancestors, okay? And show that honor, all right? So let's see. What is a way for you to honor your ancestors, to connect with, and I feel like this will help you connect with them as well. So that is your next question. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Ask your ancestor to come back through. Knock on the cards. I like knocking on them. It kind of clears the deck a little bit. Ask your ancestor to come back and connect with you and ask them, how can I honor you? How can I honor you and my other ancestors? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start with angels. Spirit, please come through. Please reconnect me to angels ancestor. Okay. What can angel do to honor you, to honor her ancestor? All right. So for you, angel, you have the King of Wands. What can you do to honor your ancestor? I like this. I like this. I almost want to tell you, build a campfire. Go, something like that, or go create something with that and think of them in your thoughts. Create maybe even a new album, like a photo album, and you can even put your ancestors in there. Okay. Creation, anything that you could create with them in mind. Also, like I said, I feel like a good campfire would be a really good way to honor them as well. You could even make it a thing, write them a little note, however you want to do that. All right. But let me know what you think it means, how you would honor them. All right. And now, for Karen, Great Angels and Guides. And Karen's ancestor, can you please reconnect with me for Karen? Karen would like to know, how can Karen honor you and her other ancestors? How can she honor you? All right, we got the Queen of Wands. Yours, you know what? I have an observation about yours, Karen. You had like two in a row and then two in a row with a different suit or something. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. So how can you honor them? I'm gonna say for you spell work. But also I feel like warming others. I feel like you have like a very warm heart. Do you see the sunflower right here? Perhaps too, I don't know if you like flowers, but maybe leave some flowers out for them one day. Um, there could be a connection to animals as well. Honor them by treating your animals well, by talking to them. But also, like I said, I feel like with you, honoring them is smiling, and it's also like spreading some warmth and some joy, and giving people acceptance, and kind of, it's almost like a warm hug, or being welcoming to others. I feel like is honoring your ancestors in that way as well. All right, but I want to know what you get from this. How can you honor your ancestors more? Okay. Page of Swords for honoring them. Interesting, man. You got the swords again. You got the knife. You got the sword. um, very interesting. How can you honor them more? I kind of almost want to say, be instinctual with them. I feel as though instinctually you kind of know, or it comes to your head quickly. So go with it. Wands. Page of Swords, another Page of Swords. Very interesting. Swords is air. Also, like I said, this could be you even climbing to the top of a mountain, or connecting with birds in some way, traveling to a place that they used to live. All types of different things. I want to hear your guys' interpretation. So what do you guys got? What do you guys got for me? Wow, I really like that, to care, and I will honor my ancestors doing that in my backyard, or maybe go to the mountains. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, you and me both. Hence the clumsy name. Okay, guys, so that was it for all the questions. This was a long class. I really appreciate y'all like kind of sticking with me on this. Before we end though, I want everybody in here to just type a little note to your ancestor right now into the chat, okay? Think about everything we learned about the court cards today, and think about the fact that your ancestor came through to you, okay? Whether it's just a thank you, you help, thank you for opening up to me so I can reconnect with you, or just thank you. Whatever message you have for your ancestor for coming through for this reading, I would like everyone in the chat just to put a little thing in the chat, what you would want to say to your ancestors. A thank you, even if you don't have too much. But everyone, throw a little something out there for your ancestors, a little message from you to them, okay? Because they spent their time with us, giving us and giving you guys some valuable information, in my opinion, and very fun, interactive information as well. All right, and I'm gonna throw my thank you out there. I'm gonna put it in the chat too. Okay, so mine is: thank you to my ancestors for allowing me to connect and support everyone's here, their ancestors, as well as my own. All right. Ken, thank you so very, very much. Melissa, thank you so much for coming through and giving me what I need to know. Beautiful. I will learn from this. Thank you from deep in my heart. Very beautiful. Thank you, ancestors. I feel like we need to get to know each other. I love this. I love this. Beautiful. Beautiful. Much love, and thank you for being with me. Simple, beautiful, absolutely. And hold, please. Nope, you didn't miss the goat scream. You're welcome, Memento Mori. Memento, you're going to have to do replay. Okay, guys, so before we leave, again, we're going to thank you. I want to thank your ancestors for coming through. And also for those of you who didn't have cards, for allowing me to connect with your ancestors to give those messages, relay those messages to you, for you, etc. So we're going to say thank you to Spirit for coming through for that, and your ancestors. Any other questions? Any comments? How did you guys like this class? This is a toughie. I know that this one was a little bit of a toughie. Like I said in the beginning, the court cards are they are known as kind of like the pain in the butt cards, are the ones that can kind of be tough. Even for very seasoned tarot readers, even they sometimes have issues interpreting the court cards. So it's not just you. Don't be intimidated by them. So I appreciate you guys sticking through, because it can get a little monotonous. But I appreciate you guys going through with me the basics. That way you guys are familiar with the court cards and you can relay them to people, okay, and to energies. So any comments about the class? Next week, we're going to go off the beaten path. I don't want to necessarily do, the court card, even though I need to, though, because we've done the major arcana. We've done the elements. We have done the suits. or no, we've done the court cards. We did that today. But I want to take a little break in between there and just do. I want to do one like I want to do a healing one, like healing with tarot. I also want to do a class to give you some how we could connect. Like I want to do a whole class. I'm doing it for sure. There's going to be a whole class on tarot magic, which I just can't wait for. Maybe I'll do that one next, or I'll do like meditation and healing with tarot, something like that. Um, but then we'll get back on the road and then we'll start going over the aces, all the aces in tarot, all the twos, all the threes, all the fours, and we'll get back to the basics after that. But I want a real fun one to throw in there in between. And you're welcome. And yes, I will be back tonight, my dear. Yes, I will. Thank you guys for being here. You guys are always awesome. This class was a heart warmer. Yay, good. And you're welcome, Angel. I'm so glad you made it to a live, Angel. Thank you. It was so good to have you here too. By the way, guys, hold on. Let me find this real quick. I'm going to drop this in the chat. I will be on Tish in Tennessee's show tomorrow, okay? I'm going to be doing a whole show with her on crystals and stones. Now, I have sold crystals and stones, my own that I collect from the desert for the last like 3 years. And I collect them all from the desert, all right here in the Mojave Desert, California. But anywho, so I know quite a bit about crystal stones, and also I meditate with them, not often as I should, but I know a lot about their history. I know a lot about the importance of cleansing them, where you're getting them from, all the basics that you need to know about crystals and stones. I got y'all covered, for real, for real. I will be on Tish in Tennessee's tomorrow to cover everything crystals and stones related, okay? And there's so many questions that people have about them, and it's a really fun topic. It's a little side topic, but believe it or not, this relates to tarot as well. A lot of times we like to have crystals around when we're doing our tarot readings. You guys see me here all the time do that, okay? Having said that, let me find that link. I do want to drop it in the chat. So this will be. Oh, Juju's on it all of a sudden. Look at you, Juju. Good job. Good job. You have a lot of them? That's awesome. Very nice. Okay, so there's the link, you guys. It will be tomorrow. Hold on, it says on there. Okay, so it says 5 p.m. Central. I think that's 3 o'clock my time. I think she's 2 hours away from me because I'm West Coast. It says 5 o'clock Central. So just make sure you turn on the notification and also sub up to her channel as well. She does some really good interviews and topics. Tish is very sweet, very kind. It's very nice of her to have me on again. Right? Yes. Yes. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to, you guys are really going to, I hope I can really expand your guys' knowledge on stones and crystals too, because I feel like we all have kind of like this outwardly kind of knowledge of them, but there's some really important things to know. I feel like to know about crystals and stones, to help relate to them, but also to know for practice, if you want to practice with them, okay? Meaning if you want to actually meditate with them, if you want to get the benefits out of them, you can't just throw it down and go, here you go. Do you know what I mean? It really doesn't work that way. So hopefully I could give you guys bring some really good information to the chat and to Tish and everybody that shows up. So, but yes, it will be tomorrow, 5 p.m. Central. I would love to see you guys there. Thank you guys again for sticking through. This was a longer class, so I really do appreciate y'all sticking with me, and I'm glad that you guys liked it. All right, guys, so I will be back, or I'll be on Tish's tomorrow. I'll probably be back tonight for regular readings. And then again tomorrow night. But you can see me over at Tish's again if you guys want to learn here about crystals and stones. I'll have a bunch of my own too that I've collected over the years. But I will see you guys then. And again, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate your guys' time. And thank you. And don't forget, give this video a thumbs up before you leave. I would appreciate it.